This is the first in a series of videos meant to introduce our 1Staff customers to the new Dynamics 365 unified interface. So Dynamics CRM has been rebranded Dynamics 365, and this video is targeted at 1Staff customers. These new features and functions will work for any Dynamics 365 customer. So the first thing I'm going to do here is go and do a search, and there's a couple search options. There's categorize and relevant search. I'm just going to switch over to categorize and search for a customer called Parkland. So this is bringing back different accounts that match that. So there's different Parkland hospitals. I've got different contacts there, and what I want to take a look at here are job orders. So I'm going to select job order 269, and this is a job order for a DBA for Parkland Hospital. So I've got the information here. It's Parkland, it's a DBA, how many people do they require, estimated start dates, that kind of thing. I've also got some AI match bots that we can set up in the background, and I've got a list of potential candidates here on the right hand side. So you see some of the new styling is different, but what I want to focus on here is some of the functionality as well. So I'm going to sort these by stage. I can see here Aaron Adams is the furthest along in the process, so I can see what stage they're at. And I can see there's 3 different things that are required to go to work. Some of our customers might have 30 different onboarding items, for a medical position that are required. In this case, Aaron Adams has done all 3 of these things. So I'm just going to double click on this record to open up the Aaron Adams application record. So inside of this Aaron Adams application record, we now have this new caret up at the top. And what I can use that is to scroll through the people that were on that last screen. So these are the 5 current viable applicants I have for this job. I can quickly toggle between them, and as I'm toggling between them, I can quickly over on the right hand side here add an email, add a phone call, send an SMS message without changing the context to the screen I'm in. I've also across the top here got a business process flow, and you can have up to 10 of these per entity. It's actually more flexible than that, even because you can have conditional fields shown up here depending on the actual situation. So I'm going to go through these in a different video and show you how to create and customize these. In this particular one, I have a step here to submit to the account manager. And this is in more of a 180-degree recruiting environment. If you have a 360-degree, it's easy to remove this. And again, we'll go through that in a different video. You can also stop people along this process. So if you can not only control the process, you can stop people at certain points in the process. So in this particular flow, we're going through initial screening all the way through to the application process, the creation of the assignment, and then we're doing quality checks, and those quality checks might differ by departments in your organization. We'll talk about how to customize those in another video, and then we can also focus on redeployment. So what's the redeployment status of this person? We haven't actually placed them yet, so none of these fields are available because this person has not been assigned. Over on the right hand side here, we've got the activities that have happened. So if I scroll down a little bit, you can see that this initial contact was an SMS messages that was sent from our search system, our candidate search. The candidate was able to confirm via a text message reply that they were interested, and then using the workflow, we're able to notify the recruiter that that person was interested. That recruiter then used the process dialog to submit that person to the account manager, and then the account manager sent some documents out to the customer. And I can see a trail of all this that's happened on this application. So I can see that these were the documents that were sent out. So we can do like branded or blinded resumes. So to open these up, I just need to click on that. So this is an example of the resume we sent out. I can see also that hepatitis B titer was required for this position. I sent one of those out as well. That's attached to the record. These are all easily attached as part of an email when I sent this out. So in this case, we're sent a nursing license also. So I can easily access the different things that I sent there. I can see that I also had an interview set up. So again, I've got that all easily available. I mentioned that letter earlier. What happens in this particular workflow, when I set this status to proposed candidate to account manager, in the background, it's sending an email to that person with hyperlinks in that email. Again, we will in a future workflow go into detail on how you set that up. The new version of Dynamics 365 also has excellent mobile capabilities. So I've got an iPhone 10 showing on the front screen here, and on the same record that the full desktop browser is on the screen in the background. So what I can do here is I can also look and take a look at the record right from here, but I also have access to the same information. So information, for example, about the offer, the same business process flow is available, and I can also go take a look at that timeline of activities. So I can see that same timeline of activities. I want to take a look at the submittal that I sent out. I can easily access that from my phone as well. I could forward that on from here if I wanted to take a look at that nursing license just to check that out. I can also do that easily from here. So you have the same mobile access to all the same data that you have with the full desktop client.